Hello YouTube, this is William. I had so many complaints from my Texas ice storm lessons learned video about volume. I've never had complaints before. I don't know what the deal is, but that one video, and it's the same mic I've always used. They said they couldn't hear me. So I don't know. So I've got a lapel mic. No excuses this time. If you can't hear me, it's on your end. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Okay, welcome to another update. We're going to go through what is in works right now as far as retail and also wholesale, and also some new models. All right, we're going to talk about some goodies here. These right here are the custom-made 3V WCSKs 500 through 515. Okay, they have been in the works for the last few weeks. I did not have a chance to grind them last week, so there they are. Okay, we're gonna get them ground this week. So look for a 24-hour notice heads up video showing all these knives and which serial number goes to which handle. Okay, there are no bow drill divots in these. So anyway, beautiful handles. I mean, this is Coca-Cola wood, has red liners, if you can see that. Okay, and again, they're all 3V, CPM 3V. Okay, this is 16 through 520. Okay, so those are ready to finish grind, and hopefully I can get those finished ground as well next week and get those out to you. Now I've got heat treated, ready for handles, SKs all the way through 530. All right, actually I got more than that, but 530 is what's on the wall to get handles over the next couple of weeks. All of these here, these well, that's what I've got in retail. Okay, SKs is all I have left now. All of these up here is for Jeff. All of these are restocking. These are some new fillet knives. Okay, we'll talk about those in a minute. Some blackbirds we got ready for handles for Jeff. I got some fin furs, some baby birds. All of these are Master Bushman. All of these are ready for handles and finish grinds for Jeff. And again, some more SKs. Those are for Great Northern Knives. All of these are Jeff's as well. That handles are set. There's belt knives, there's blackbirds, there's EDCs, Alaskan survival knives. There's just all kinds of stuff right here on this table ready for shaping and finish grinds, and get those to Great Northern Knives. Hoping to get a shipment out to them this next week, 20 to 30 or so. Okay, so look on social media and look for those pictures of what is going to them. So that's what's happening with Jeff as far as the wholesale and what's been ordered. On the wall right here, outfitter, we're going to start heat treating those next week, or by the time you see this video, this week. So when I say next week, I'm talking about the coming week. Okay, so all of these are ready to start the process. Probably ship those out to Randy at Stitch Gear Outfitters in the next 3 weeks or so. Okay, so there's also another knife that called the Mountaineer. If you haven't seen that one, Randy has a video of this knife on his YouTube page. The Mountaineer has a little bit of a lot of people saying that they wanted to see the difference between this and a Master Bushman. Okay, so let's just do a comparison right quick. Now this is the Mountaineer, and it's going to come from Stitch Gear Outfitters. Has Scandi into a kind of a distal taper-ish blended saber type grind. Whereas this is a saber. This is a curved Scandi. Kind of put these up close to it. You can see that the tips are different. They're really different knives. This one doesn't have much of a tooth as this one's got. This Scandi is straight where this one's curved. This was straight for wood processing and things like that, where this is curved for game prep, okay? So a little bit more of a Nesma comp. This is more towards skinning with woodcraft on the as a secondary. This is more about woodcraft, bushcraft. That's a master bushman, all right? So that's what this one was designed for. Will it skin game? Absolutely. But this one was designed more toward that, okay? So here's a side-by-side of these two knives. Get in front of my shirt, okay? Totally different knives. This one's 5/32. This one's 1/8 inch, okay? So if you're interested in one of these Mountaineers, then get with Randy over at Stitch Gear Outfitters. And these are AEBL. The first 22 are AEBL. That was the last plate I had in the 1/8 inch AEBL, okay? So if you want AEBL, you better get on with Randy. Pronto. Muy pronto, okay? Because that's the last of them. All right. Let's see what else we got. Bush thorns. Got bush thorns up here. If you missed out on the custom sale of bush thorns a few weeks ago, if not a month or two ago, then you can contact Great Northern Knives. They've got some that they've ordered, just a handful, like 10. I think there's only 5 of them in desert ironwood. So if you're wanting a bush thorn, if you don't know what those are, then go back to my videos. It's basically just a little small bushcraft Scandi knife. Then get with the guys over at Great Northern Knives to get on the list, because there's only 10, okay? And once they're gone, I don't know if he's going to order any more. Okay? So that's what's going on right now as far as the new stuff and what's coming, except for new models. All right. So everybody has seen damage. The decision is 3/16 Nitro V. If you want 3V, get with Jeff. Of course, there's going to be a cost increase for 3V, but unless there's enough people that wants to order one in 3V, I don't think we're going to do it, because it's just not very cost efficient to do that. But here you go. I don't even remember the specs on this. I got a measuring tape handy. Yeah. So, and this was a prototype. So, I mean, you know, the blade on it's around 8 inches. Overall is about 13 1/4, 13 1/2, something like that. So, I mean, I'm going to make the handle just a little bit bigger because it's a little small now, but it's going to make, it'll be right. This was prototype A, but we're going to make some few little adjustments, but it's pretty much going to be like this, just a little bit more comfortable, okay? That's damage, all right? It will do some damage. The folder. There's the folder. You see that first folder? All right, here's the story on the folders. I have got the folders pretty much 99% of where I want it. The pin here was moved too far forward. I couldn't get the adjustments to work right. Had to move it back. So all of these spacing will be equal once the folders are released. But this is pretty much what they're going to come in if you pre-ordered one. Okay? This was back in the summer. Pre-orders was closed back in the summer for this first folder. Okay? I have had so many requests for this folder as a liner lock. I am still working on getting a pocket clip that I like. Most of the time, I'll be honest with you, most of the time I take the pocket clips off of them. And I'm real particular about pocket clips. Most of the time, I don't like them. Okay, I'll be honest with you. So I'm having to get over that hump, because I know a lot of people like those pocket clips. I would prefer to just stick this in my pocket, like so. Just stick it in my pocket, and I've got this little lanyard here that sticks out. So it's down in my pocket. I don't feel it. The clip doesn't catch anything. The problem I have with clips, it always cuts seats. It scratches seats. You know, you got leather seats or whatever, and you pick up. This here, it's just right there. It's all the way down your pocket, so you can get in your pocket. If you have a clip, then it takes up half your pocket. See, so I'll move you back up. That's what I'm arguing myself on. I would prefer to carry it like this, but I know majority of people wants a pocket clip. All right, so I'm still looking for that right pocket clip, and everybody wants a deep carry. So I'm looking for that. All right. So anyway, other than that, I think we're just about right there. Okay. So it's getting closer. We're still looking at late spring, early summer. Okay. Even after I get all of the parts and accessories where it needs to be, I still have to get them fabricated, get the parts ordered enough to take care of everybody. Because on the first folder run, there was over 100 ordered. Okay. So I am still getting contacted about how can I get one of these. So I just got off the phone with Jeff. What we're going to do is we're going to open pre-orders back up. You can order them through Jeff at Great Northern Knives, but they will not have this first folder on it. They will have first run. Okay. The only ones who will get one that has a first folder on it is the first 100 that ordered this back in the summer, that helped me out, that helped me get this thing rolling. Okay, those are the only ones that will say first folder. That way it differentiates between everybody else. Okay, so that's the marking. It will just have, instead of first folder, it will say first run. On the back, they will more than likely, instead of AEBL, I've already got the AEBL blanks for the first folders, the first 100. So those will be AEBL. The first run will be in Nitro V. Okay? So that is it. I like it. It's for a small knife. It still has enough there to fill up your hand. Another reason I don't like pocket clips is because they dig into your hand. It's just not comfortable for me. That's the reason I am having a problem with the pocket clip. Okay. So anyway, I know, yeah, you can take it off, all this other stuff. I understand all that. But, you know, still, I want to sell you guys something that I like, that I am proud of. And right now, I prefer this, to be honest with you, without the pocket clip. But anyway, customer is always right. So we try to get you guys a pocket clip that I can live with. All right. Okay. If you want a first run, you got to pre-order them now through Jeff. Okay, so go to greatnorthernknives.com, contact them. Contact them by email or telephone. They're not on their website. Okay, contact them by telephone or email. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. It'll just say first. All right, next one. Everybody's been after me about a pure fillet knife. Okay, here you go. 7.5-inch blade. Overall is about 12 inches. Okay, medium flex. Medium flex, 1/16 Nitro V. Has a saber that looks like a Scandi, but that's actually a saber grind with a 12-degree bevel on this side and a 12-degree bevel on that side. So it is a filleting, slicing beast. All right, we're trying to get some. I'm gonna get those 3 over to Jeff so he can do some videos on some sockeyes. The name of it is Alaskan sockeye. Okay, and so he's gonna get some videos of him filleting a fish, and if I can catch one or catch Papa with one, he don't understand what I'm trying to do. I've tried to explain it to him 3 or 4 times. He still don't understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I may have to go fishing myself and catch my own fish, because he cleans them before he gets to the house. And I keep telling him I want one to clean here at the house. Anyway, bless his heart, he just don't understand it. But anyway, I'm going to try to get some video of me using this knife. But if talking about a boning knife, a fillet knife, a slicer in the kitchen, I mean, if you're looking for a slicing knife, this has got to be in the mix, okay? So if you want one of these, Great Northern Knives are taking pre-orders. Again, not on the website, have to contact them and through email or phone, okay? And that is the Alaskan sockeye, okay? Nitro V, see Nitro V? USA made. All right, okay, last one. This one is a reintroduction of a knife that I did years ago, and I don't think there's any videos left. You may see me using this on a camp years ago or something very similar to this as a prototype. I come out with the hunter-gatherer. I think I sold maybe 1 or 2 of them. But anyway, this is the updated version. I like the small machete, pack machete, belt machete concept. I think that it has a very good use, especially in the eastern woodlands, something type of a machete. Now, you get out there on the back end of this, and it's a machete, okay? Up here, belt knife. Here, you start looking at some small craft. The balance of it is right there. So when you get up here on the blade, a lot of people don't like choking up here because they're scared. A lot of my designs, so this right here is the balance point on this knife. So you're not anywhere near the edge. You can still choke up on it there if you want, and which I prefer using a knife like that. Closer you are to what you're doing as far as cutting, the more control you have, okay? So it just takes practice. It takes training your hands to recognize how, don't squeeze the edge. Once or twice. It usually takes me 3 or 4 times, but most normal people once is enough. They'll learn, but just, you don't squeeze this finger. Just leave it loose. You don't touch that edge. All right, but anyway, basically we have a scandy that goes into a tooth, and then this is straight. And there's going to be some videos on this knife. I've been just playing around in the backyard with it a little bit, but basically your hands out of the way, camp chores, kitchen prep. A lot of people leave out the kitchen prep. I like to include it on all my designs because that's a huge part of camping, is cooking and eating. Okay, you can tell I don't miss many. So there you are, your kitchen prep, your hands up out of the way like a chef's knife. You got a butcher style tip, a spear point. Guess where that tip is at? Almost perfectly in line with this handle. Okay, so I am really liking this as far as a camp knife and a butchering game. Just a lot of things. And it's not as big as a Stranded Woodsman. It's a little bit smaller. It's 5/32 steel. I think it comes in about 13, 14 ounces. I put it on my social media what the weight was. I think it was 14 ounces. So, I mean, it's not too heavy. The balance is, like I say, is just right there. So it doesn't feel like a large knife unless you want it to. Then you get back up here on the end and, man, they get that Leeco style thing going there. It'll go through some brush. It'll clear a trail in a heartbeat. So anyway, hunter-gatherer. And again, if you want one of these, contact Jeff at Great Northern Knives. He is setting up to take pre-orders for these. We're going to offer them in 5/32 Nitro V. And there's also a 3V option. Okay, if you want this in 3V. Okay, so I think that's it. I think you're caught up on everything. This is kind of a long one because I went into a lot of things that's coming up as far as new prototypes and deals. So I hope you guys are excited as I am about a lot of these new models. It's warming up here, and it is time. If we get the wind to lay down a little bit, that lake has been rough. We've had lake advisories for quite a few days now. But it's March. I mean, that's what you expect. So anyway, I'm ready to go camping. All you people going to Blackie's next week, or this week now, you guys have a good time. Sorry I can't make it this time, but I'm just swamped. Just swamped trying to get these folders done and everything and getting everything out to you guys. But we got it penciled in for next year. And y'all have fun. Y'all don't eat too much. And we'll catch you again soon. Don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. Take a child with you now. Teach that child about all this bushcraft and woodscraft and fires and cooking and all this other good stuff. All right, all the stuff we love. So we'll see you guys again soon.